thought it was done. Just when we thought enough records were broken for the day. Not only does USA get record-breaking viewership and ratings, CBS, come on down. We're going to break some records for you and raise your viewership ratings as well as only the GOAT, Caitlin Clark, can do. CBS receiving their highest rated WNBA game throughout the entire...
Today, I'm back with another exciting and very interesting video that I know you're going to enjoy. We have a major story to break down, and there's a lot to discuss, so make sure you stick around until the very end because every detail matters. Without wasting any more time, let's jump straight into today's video. Over the past few days, the WNBA has found itself at the center of another massive conversation, and this time it involves one of the biggest names in all of basketball, Caitlin Clark. Her reported decision to decline participation in the WNBA All-Star Three-Point Contest has sparked intense debate among fans, analysts, and media personalities. What many expected to be one of the biggest attractions of All-Star Weekend suddenly became one of the most talked-about controversies in women's basketball. Many observers believe league executives and television networks were counting on Clark's appearance to generate excitement and boost viewership for the event. Since entering the WNBA, Clark has consistently attracted record-breaking television audiences, sold-out arenas, and unprecedented attention for the league. Every game she plays seems to generate headlines, and her popularity has introduced countless new fans to women's basketball. Because of that, many assumed her participation in the three-point contest would be one of the weekend's biggest attractions. However, when news spread that she would not be participating, social media immediately exploded with reactions from fans across the country. To understand why this situation has become such a major topic, many fans believe it's important to look at the events leading up to the announcement. Throughout the season, Clark has continued to break attendance records, increase television ratings, and bring new energy to the league. At the same time, many supporters have questioned some of the league's decisions regarding promotions, marketing, and player recognition. One of the biggest talking points involved Sophie Cunningham, who many fans believe has been one of the league's most dangerous three-point shooters. Supporters argued that her shooting ability and contributions deserved stronger recognition, and many were surprised when she was not included in the competition. That decision quickly became a major topic online. Basketball fans debated whether player selections were based purely on performance or whether marketing considerations played a larger role. Critics argued that the league appeared to rely heavily on Caitlin Clark's popularity to carry the event rather than creating excitement by showcasing multiple deserving players. Whether or not that criticism is fair, it became a major part of the conversation surrounding All-Star Weekend. Clark's decision not to participate only intensified the discussion. Rather than appearing in the contest, she chose to focus on other priorities, a move that many fans interpreted in different ways. Some viewed it as a personal decision based on rest and preparation for the remainder of the season. Others believed it reflected broader frustrations with how certain situations have unfolded throughout the year. Whatever the reason, there is no denying that her absence became one of the biggest stories leading into the event. The impact was immediate. Sports talk shows, podcasts, and basketball analysts spent hours discussing what her decision meant for the league. Fans flooded social media with opinions, while many wondered how broadcasters and event organizers would adjust their coverage. Since Clark has become one of the WNBA's biggest attractions, her absence naturally changed the level of anticipation surrounding the contest. Many people noted that television ratings, sponsorship interest, and overall fan engagement could be affected whenever one of the sport's most recognizable stars is not participating. At the same time, this conversation has highlighted a larger issue that many fans have been discussing throughout the entire season. Supporters of the Indiana Fever have repeatedly expressed concerns about the way games have been officiated. They argue that Fever players, including Caitlin Clark, have often faced excessive physical contact without receiving consistent foul calls. Clips from several games have circulated widely online, with fans pointing to plays they believe deserved whistles but went uncalled. Those moments have fueled ongoing debates about consistency in officiating and player protection. Whether everyone agrees with those criticisms or not, the discussion has become impossible to ignore. Every controversial call seems to generate thousands of comments, countless reaction videos, and widespread debate across sports media. Fans continue to call for greater consistency from officials, while others argue that physical play has always been part of professional basketball. Regardless of where people stand, the conversation has kept the spotlight firmly on the league. One thing is clear. Caitlin Clark continues to have an enormous impact on the WNBA. Her games draw millions of viewers, her highlights dominate sports coverage, and every decision she makes becomes a major news story. Few rookies in league history have generated this level of attention, and her influence extends far beyond the basketball court. Whether she's setting records, making headlines, or simply deciding whether to participate in an event, the entire basketball world seems to be watching. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another update. Believe it or not, more than 93% of viewers who watch these videos haven't subscribed yet. It only takes a second, it's completely free, and your support helps the channel continue bringing you the latest basketball news, analysis, and discussions. Thank you so much for watching, and now let's continue breaking down this developing story and what it could mean for the WNBA moving forward. So, if you haven't heard the latest news, here's what everyone has been talking about. The WNBA officially announced the lineup for its upcoming All-Star three-point contest, revealing the players who were invited to compete during one of the league's biggest showcase events. Almost immediately, however, the conversation shifted away from the list itself and focused on one major development. Caitlin Clark reportedly declined the invitation to participate. As you would expect, reactions were mixed across the basketball community. Some fans were disappointed because they had been looking forward to seeing one of the league's best long-range shooters compete on one of the biggest stages of the season. Others completely understood the decision, pointing out that Clark has played an incredibly demanding schedule while carrying enormous expectations as a rookie. Personally, I can understand why she made the choice she did. According to reports shared by ESPN's Alexa Philippou, the invitations for the three-point contest went out to several of the league's top shooters. Along with Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu and Kayla McBride were among those invited, but Clark ultimately decided not to participate. Once that news became public, social media immediately erupted with reactions from fans, media personalities, and basketball analysts. Within minutes, every major sports page seemed to be discussing what her absence could mean for the event, and the debate quickly became one of the biggest basketball stories of the day. Many commentators argued that Clark's decision would significantly change the level of excitement surrounding the competition. Since entering the league, she has consistently drawn massive television audiences, sold out arenas across the country, and generated unprecedented attention for the WNBA. Because of that, many fans believed television networks and broadcast partners were hoping her participation would help make the three-point contest one of the highest-rated events of the weekend. Some analysts even suggested that advertisers and broadcasters had anticipated a major ratings boost if Clark competed. Whether those expectations were realistic or not, there was little doubt that her decision instantly became the headline surrounding All-Star Weekend. The discussion soon expanded beyond the contest itself. Many people argued that Clark's popularity has fundamentally changed the league's visibility. Throughout the season, games featuring the Indiana Fever have repeatedly ranked among the most watched broadcasts in the WNBA. Television ratings have climbed dramatically whenever Clark has been on the court, and attendance records have fallen in arena after arena as fans travel long distances just to watch her play. Supporters pointed to those numbers as evidence that her presence has become one of the league's biggest drivers of public interest. Others responded by saying that while Clark has unquestionably expanded the league's audience, the WNBA success is also built on the contributions of many outstanding veterans and rising stars who continue to elevate the quality of the game every night. As the debate continued, clips from television shows and podcasts spread rapidly across social media. Some commentators argued that the league needs to recognize Clark's impact more openly, while others emphasized that basketball is ultimately a team sport and no single player should define an entire league. Fans on both sides passionately defended their positions, creating one of the largest online conversations the WNBA has seen this season. Statistics showing increased television audiences for games featuring Clark were shared repeatedly, with supporters pointing to those numbers as proof of her influence on the sport's growing popularity. Others acknowledged those impressive ratings while reminding fans that the league's long-term growth depends on promoting multiple stars rather than relying on any one player alone. Meanwhile, the reaction from fans continued to intensify. Thousands of comments appeared across social media platforms within hours of the announcement. Some supporters expressed disappointment and said they had mainly been looking forward to watching Clark compete in the contest, while others respected her decision and believed she had earned the right to prioritize rest and preparation for the second half of the season. A number of fans even stated that they were less interested in watching the event without her participation, while many others insisted they would still tune in to support the outstanding shooters who accepted their invitations. Regardless of where people stood, the overwhelming response demonstrated just how much attention Clark now brings to every event connected to the league. One thing became impossible to ignore throughout the discussion. Every major decision involving Caitlin Clark quickly becomes national sports news. Whether she's breaking rookie records, helping set attendance milestones, generating impressive television ratings, or simply deciding whether to participate in an exhibition event, the basketball world pays attention. Her impact has extended far beyond the court, sparking conversations about marketing, league growth, media coverage, and the future direction of women's basketball. As All-Star Weekend approaches, the focus is no longer just on who will compete in the three-point contest, but also on what Clark's absence says about the expectations placed on the league's biggest stars and how those expectations continue to shape the conversation surrounding the WNBA. As this controversy continued to unfold, many fans argued that the league had overlooked genuine merit in favor of marketing decisions, and that perception quickly fueled even more criticism online. Whether that criticism is completely justified or not, there is no denying that the conversation spread rapidly across the basketball community. Some supporters claimed they were less interested in watching the event because they believed several deserving players had been left out, while others argued that the WNBA was missing an opportunity to showcase the league's deepest shooting talent. The debate wasn't simply about one player anymore. It had become a broader discussion about fairness, transparency, and how showcase events should be organized. Throughout social media, fans questioned the selection process, while analysts debated whether popularity, performance, or entertainment value should carry the most weight when invitations are handed out. One name that repeatedly appeared in those discussions was Sophie Cunningham. Many fans pointed out that Cunningham has established herself as one of the league's most reliable perimeter shooters and believed her performance deserved stronger consideration. Her supporters argued that a player ranked among the league leaders in three-point shooting percentage would have been a natural fit for the contest. Whether everyone agrees with that viewpoint or not, there is little doubt that her omission became one of the biggest talking points following the announcement. For many basketball fans, the question wasn't simply who made the competition, it was why certain players were left out in the first place. That uncertainty only added more fuel to an already heated conversation. If you're enjoying this breakdown, don't forget to like the video, leave your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe to the channel because your support helps these videos reach more basketball fans. I'd really like to hear your opinion. Do you think the league selected the right participants, or do you believe some deserving players were overlooked? Let me know your thoughts because this has quickly become one of the most debated topics of the season. Looking at the announced lineup, the competition features Ryan Howard, Marina Mabrey, Azzi Fudd, Bridget Carlton, Natisha Heedman, and Janelle Salon. While all of these players are talented and have earned recognition for their shooting ability, many fans immediately noticed that some of the league's most recognizable names were absent. That observation sparked another round of debate across sports media. Some commentators argued that the contest lacked the star power many casual fans expected, while others emphasized that the event should reward shooting ability rather than popularity. Those differing opinions created an even larger discussion about what the three-point contest is supposed to represent. Is it designed to showcase the league's biggest celebrities, or should it simply feature the players having the strongest shooting seasons? Depending on who you ask, the answer is very different. As the discussion continued, attention shifted toward television networks and broadcast partners. Some analysts speculated that executives had hoped the contest would become one of the biggest attractions of All-Star Weekend, particularly because events featuring Caitlin Clark have consistently produced some of the WNBA's strongest television audiences. Games involving the Indiana Fever have repeatedly generated impressive ratings, leading many observers to believe that Clark's participation would have increased interest in the event. Her decision not to compete naturally changed expectations, forcing broadcasters to promote the contest around the remaining participants rather than its most talked-about rookie. While there is no public evidence that executives panicked behind the scenes, it is understandable why many media observers believe her absence could affect overall viewership. More importantly, this entire situation reflects how dramatically the sports landscape has changed. Years ago, leagues largely controlled which athletes received the spotlight and how those stars were presented to the public. Today, however, individual players have enormous influence through television exposure, social media, personal brands, and direct connections with fans. Caitlin Clark's popularity is a clear example of that shift. Her games consistently attract millions of viewers, her highlights dominate sports coverage, and every major decision she makes becomes a national headline. Whether people agree with the hype surrounding her or not, her impact on fan engagement is difficult to ignore. Supporters frequently point to television ratings as evidence of that influence. Several of the most watched WNBA broadcasts this season have featured Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, reinforcing the belief among many fans that she has played a significant role in expanding the league's audience. Others counter that while Clark has undoubtedly attracted new viewers, the continued success of the WNBA depends on promoting the league's many talented stars rather than focusing on any one individual. That debate is likely to continue throughout the season, but one thing is certain. Whenever Caitlin Clark is involved, the basketball world pays attention. Every game, every milestone, every record, and every decision she makes generates discussion unlike almost any other player in the league today, and that alone demonstrates just how influential she has become in shaping the current conversation surrounding women's basketball. According to multiple reports, Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, and Kayla McBride were all invited to participate in this year's WNBA All-Star three-point contest, but each ultimately declined the invitation. As soon as that news broke, basketball fans flooded social media with opinions. Some were disappointed because they had hoped to see several of the league's biggest shooting stars compete on the same stage, while others completely supported the players' decisions. One opinion that has become increasingly popular among Clark supporters is that she's entering a new phase of her career, one where she's no longer trying to satisfy everyone else's expectations. Many fans believe Clark has realized that no matter how much she accomplishes, there will always be critics ready to question her success. Throughout her rookie season and beyond, she's helped produce some of the highest television ratings the league has seen in years, filled arenas across the country, attracted millions of new viewers, and generated an unprecedented level of media attention. Yet despite those accomplishments, the criticism has never completely disappeared. That's why some supporters feel she's reached a point where she's simply focused on playing basketball and making the decisions that are best for herself rather than trying to win over every critic. That perspective has resonated with many fans online. They argue that Clark has already done more than enough to help elevate the visibility of the WNBA, pointing to sold-out crowds, increased television audiences, and the constant national attention surrounding her games. Whether people agree with that assessment or not, there is little doubt that Clark's presence has become one of the biggest storylines in professional basketball. Every appearance, every milestone, and every decision she makes quickly becomes headline news. Because of that, many observers believe that when Clark chooses not to participate in a high-profile event, it naturally changes the level of excitement surrounding that event. Supporters argue that she has earned the right to prioritize her own schedule, her health, and her preparation for the remainder of the season without feeling obligated to participate simply because fans or broadcasters expect her to. Another topic fueling the conversation is Clark's unique relationship with basketball fans. Unlike many players, she has built an enormous following that extends well beyond traditional WNBA audiences. Millions of people who previously paid little attention to the league now regularly tune in to watch Indiana Fever games because of her. As a result, some commentators have argued that when Clark decides not to appear in a showcase event, a portion of that audience may lose interest as well. While the exact impact on ratings won't be known until after the event, there's no denying that her participation, or lack of it, becomes a major factor in discussions surrounding television audiences and fan engagement. This situation has also reignited debate over just how much of the league's recent growth can be attributed to Clark's arrival. For months, sports analysts have discussed the dramatic increases in attendance, merchandise sales, television ratings, and national media coverage since she entered the WNBA. Some argue that the league's growth is the result of many talented players collectively raising the level of competition, while others believe Clark has been the single biggest catalyst behind the recent surge in popularity. That debate remains ongoing, but one thing is clear. Whenever Caitlin Clark is involved, the conversation expands far beyond the basketball court. Adding to that momentum, Clark has continued putting together historic performances throughout the season. She recently earned Eastern Conference Player of the Week honors after delivering another outstanding stretch of basketball, including a remarkable performance against the Seattle Storm in which she became the first player in WNBA history to record at least 45 points and 10 assists in a single game. She has also continued climbing the record books, becoming the fastest player in league history to reach major three-point scoring milestones. Achievements like these are why many fans believe she has become one of the defining stars of the modern WNBA and why every announcement involving her receives enormous attention. When the league officially released the promotional graphic announcing the competitors for this year's three-point contest, many fans immediately noticed one name missing: Caitlin Clark. The banner featured the athletes who accepted invitations, including Azzi Fudd and several other accomplished shooters, but Clark was not among them. Within minutes, screenshots of the announcement spread across social media, generating hundreds of thousands of views and thousands of comments. Some fans praised the players who would be competing and looked forward to an entertaining contest, while others focused almost entirely on Clark's absence, arguing that the event would not have the same level of excitement without one of basketball's biggest attractions. Regardless of where fans stood, the reaction once again demonstrated how every decision involving Caitlin Clark instantly becomes one of the biggest stories in women's basketball, reinforcing the enormous influence she now has on the league's media coverage, public attention, and overall conversation. Another point that many fans have been debating is the three-point shooting itself. I haven't checked the latest shooting percentages for Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark, but both have been regarded as excellent perimeter shooters throughout the season. That's exactly why some fans were surprised by how everything unfolded. Some critics have argued that Clark should have participated because of the attention she brings to the event, while others believe she made the right decision by focusing on what she feels is best for her season. As expected, social media quickly became divided. One side claimed she was missing an opportunity to promote the league, while the other argued that she has already done more than enough to help elevate women's basketball. Personally, I think it's understandable why so many people support her decision. After everything that has happened this season, many fans see her decision less as avoiding an event and more as choosing not to participate in something she didn't feel was right for her. In fact, many of Clark's supporters have described her decision as a quiet statement rather than a publicity stunt. Across social media, countless fans praised her for making what they viewed as an independent decision instead of simply doing what everyone expected. Videos discussing her absence quickly accumulated hundreds of thousands, and in some cases millions, of views, often receiving more engagement than official promotional posts for the competition itself. Whether people agreed with her choice or not, the reaction demonstrated once again how much attention follows Caitlin Clark wherever she goes. Every decision she makes becomes a national conversation, and that's something very few athletes experience, regardless of the sport. Many supporters also argue that this situation highlights a larger issue about the relationship between star players and league leadership. They believe the athletes who attract the largest audiences deserve a stronger voice in decisions that affect the league's biggest events. Others disagree, saying showcase competitions should never revolve around one individual and that every player deserves equal recognition. Those opposing viewpoints have fueled one of the most passionate debates of the season. What almost everyone can agree on, however, is that this discussion has generated enormous attention for the WNBA and once again demonstrated how invested basketball fans have become in every storyline involving Caitlin Clark. The conversation also expanded into broader discussions about fan behavior and media narratives. During the season, there have been several incidents involving inappropriate comments directed at players across the league. Some fans expressed frustration that large portions of the online conversation immediately focused on Caitlin Clark supporters before all of the facts surrounding individual incidents were fully understood. Others argued that it is unfair to judge an entire fan base based on the actions of a small number of individuals. At the same time, many emphasized that abusive behavior, harassment, and hateful comments have no place in sports, regardless of which team or player someone supports. Most fans simply want to enjoy the game, celebrate great performances, and discuss basketball without seeing every controversy automatically connected to one player. Another topic that frequently appears in these discussions is the level of attention Clark receives compared to other athletes. Supporters often point out that whenever anything controversial happens around the league, many people immediately ask Caitlin Clark to respond publicly, even when she has no direct involvement. Whether the issue involves officiating, social media drama, fan behavior, or league policies, some fans believe she is expected to comment far more often than almost any other player. Others believe that comes with being one of the league's most recognizable stars. Regardless of where people stand, it's clear that Clark remains one of the most closely watched athletes in professional basketball today. As for the three-point contest itself, opinions remain sharply divided. Some fans believe Clark's decision significantly reduced excitement surrounding the event because of the enormous audience she consistently attracts. Others believe the contest will still showcase outstanding shooters and provide an opportunity for other players to shine on a national stage. Ultimately, the true impact will be reflected in fan engagement, television ratings, and the conversations that continue after All-Star Weekend concludes. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Caitlin Clark made the right decision by declining the invitation, or would you have preferred to see her compete? Do you believe the league selected the right participants for the contest, or do you think players such as Sophie Cunningham deserved stronger consideration? Share your thoughts in the comments below because this has become one of the biggest debates of the season, and every fan seems to have a different perspective. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications so you never miss another update. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video with more basketball news, analysis, and discussion.